Um, how are we doing? How are we doing? Mama, I hope you're okay there. Is it not sunny? You can sit somewhere else. All right, so welcome everyone. So this morning I'll be sharing with us a topic I titled discipline. Discipline. So if you have your jotter, you can write some stuffs down. So discipline is the foundation of success. Discipline is the foundation of success. Discipline is the foundation of success. So last week, we thought about the strategies for wealth creation. And just like I illustrated, all those things that I mentioned last week are like parts of wealth creation. Like what makes me Amadihari excellent is the combination of my head, my ear, my nose, and everything you're seeing, and both the ones that you're not seeing, and the bones and the marrows and the veins. That's what makes me Amadihari excellent. So, like I shared with us last week, that success is not just one thing that makes people to succeed. What makes people to succeed is the accumulation of so many things. And that's why you see some professors in university, they have an in-depth knowledge of the course that they are teaching, but there are so many other things they are lacking, and that's why they cannot be successful. And then you say, this man is very brilliant. Why is he poor? He is poor because there are so many other combination or element of success that he lacks. I don't know if you're getting what I'm teaching this morning. So what makes people successful is combination of so many things. And discipline is the foundation of it all. For instance, if you are a professor in university and you know how to teach chemistry very well, like I used to have a teacher and one of my lecturer back then in the University of Port Harcourt, he's the only person that comes to the class without book. He doesn't like coming with book because he will summarize every damn thing in the textbook. In fact, the man is so good, but the level, his living condition does not equate what he knows. You get what I'm saying, right? So you'll be like, this man is very intelligent. How come he's not very successful? So intelligence is one element of wealth creation. Intelligence is one. The foundation is discipline. So let's keep looking at what discipline is. Discipline is the foundation of success. It is the foundation of growth and consistency in both personal and professional life. Discipline is the foundation. You know, when you want to build a house, you have to dig the foundation very well. If you go to Lagos, yeah, I make reference to Lagos because I've seen how they operate there. If you go to Lagos and you want to build, it's also obtainable here in Port Harcourt, where if you want to build, you cannot start a foundation and then in the process of building you change your mind. It doesn't work like that. If you want to build two-bedroom, a two-story building, you have to decide it before you even start. You cannot dig a foundation for two-story building, and when the house is coming up, you change your mind and say, no, I don't want to build two-story again. Let me add three. It doesn't work like that. You will have to collapse that building again and dig a foundation for three-story. Because a foundation of one story cannot carry two-story. And that's why you see there's one popular church that fell sometime few years ago. That was the reason. The foundation was dug for a particular height, And then by virtue of, you started something with the mindset that 100 people will come attend this fellowship, or this building is supposed to contain 100 people. And then at the end of the day, you now begin to see it that, no, this should contain more than, I don't know if you get what I'm saying. It is, what is obtainable is that no matter how far you have gone in the building, you have to bring it down and dig a foundation for the one that will carry that your new vision. So let's look at discipline properly today. Let's talk about the principles of discipline. The principles of discipline. At the end of today's class, some of you will have clarity as to where you're going. Number one is, what discipline does for you is, discipline gives you clarity of purpose. Discipline gives you clarity of purpose. Now, for those of us who have children at home, if you look at 5 of your kids, this is not about who is the firstborn or who is the lastborn or who is the secondborn. If you look at your 5 kids, your 3 kids, there is one that your mind will be telling you that this one, the way this particular child is going about his activities, this person will make a good wife. This person, even when I go to one of my uncle's house, the small daughter will come, touch my thigh. Uncle, are you okay? Will you, takes care of me. A child that is not even up to 5 years. And you can decode that if peer pressure don't scatter this one's brain, is going to make a good home. Do you understand? Because those things you are seeing that child doing, peer pressure can scatter it. Peer pressure from place of work, peer pressure from place of institution. So those things are not necessary. Men has come. I beg, leave them alone. Stuff like that. So, but what I'm saying is that when you see, let me just say that success is like a lane. You know that success does not have an end. That's why Dangote is still looking for money. Success does not have an end. You cannot say that success is there or here or there. Success is a journey. There is no end to success. Like, you cannot say that, now here where success end though, and then maybe you are here. And then you say, I'm close to getting to success. No. In fact, the more you go, the more farther the road becomes for you. But the more you go, the more, that's why if you're not very careful, as you're getting wealthy, you become ungrateful. If you are not very careful, like if you don't have Christ in you, the more you go in life, the more you become ungrateful. Because the more you go, the more you feel like you have not even gone anywhere. Do you understand? So you just need God. For God to now, you need to say, thank you, Jesus. Do you understand? It happens to me sometimes. And then I have to call myself. I say, hey, have you forgotten where you're coming from? Have you forgotten where you used to sip gare? Have you forgotten where to buy this, and that was a problem? My friend, God is grateful. Be grateful to God. Do you understand? God is wonderful. And so people that don't have Christ in them, so they become ungrateful and become very brutal. So success is a journey. And when you say, okay, do we agree that success is a journey? Yes. Now, anything that is a journey have a lane. Like, if you want to go from Obrikwere Junction now to Location Junction, you are going to pass a lane, right? To journey down to location, right? Now, in this same lane you are seeing, there are different lanes. There is the pedestrian lane, and there is the main lane. And the truth is, in the school of success, some people are not even in the lane. That's why you see a whole fine road. Somebody will still be walking outside the lane, be walking close to people's shop, and be going to location. While some will walk on that pavement. While some will even want to walk closer to I don't know if you get what I'm saying. In the journey of success, Some people are not in the lane. They are not on the lane. While some persons are in a part of the lane where we call speed lane. Some people are in speed lane. They don't have money. They don't have anything. But those people you see on the speed lane can be anything at any time because they are already in the speed lane. Speed lane comes with clarity of purpose, where you are going. You know where you are going, and you are in the journey to getting to where you're going. You can meet somebody on the road and the person will just pick you with his car and get to your destination fast. That's what we are trying to say. But when you are not on the road, you are not on the lane, all the vehicles that are passing will know that you are going somewhere. Are you understanding what I'm saying? So what does discipline do for you? Number one, discipline gives you clarity of purpose. When I mean clarity of purpose, with discipline, you know where you are going, where you are heading to. I shared with us that a few years ago, that should be in 2020. Yes. 2019, 2020, I was a French teacher and someone recommended me to Total Energy. I was supposed to do interpretation for them. And when I got to Ahoda, I had to come back because I am disciplined. I know where I am going. Though I am not yet there, but I know if I stay on this lane, I will get to where I'm going. Does that make sense? Now, when you don't have discipline, this is what happens to you. You start real estate, you do it for 6 months, it's not working. You start farming, it's not working. You start poultry, it's not working. You start catfish, it's not working. Before you know, in a year, you have done 10 things. And then the next year, you start the circle again. You start the circle again. You start the circle again. By the time you realize it, you are 40. By the time you realize it, you are 50. Because there was no clarity of purpose. Clarity of purpose is, you say it's real estate you want to do, you start it. You say, if Amadehari Excellent can do it, I can do it. It's getting tough, you remain there. You look for one person and hold hand and say, if that man can do it, I can do it. If it works for him, it will work for me. I will remain here. I will learn. I will grow. You remain there. 365 days will pass. You say, no wahala. The next 365 days will not leave me this way. Even though it does, the next one, by the time you stay doing one thing over and over and over and over, it's difficult. Even your village people cannot hold you. They can't hold you. If your village people want to make you poor, they will infuse you with the spirit of distraction. That's where you do this, it's not working. You do this, it's not working. You do this, it's not working. You leave it. Things don't always work the way we want it from the beginning. It's as you continue to do it, you keep getting understanding. You keep getting clarity. You know the reason why so many youths are, I don't know, it's that the vision is that you want to enter private jet, but you need to start with bicycle now. You need to start from somewhere. Look at Hamrex, for instance. We're about 25 staff now, 2 years plus. And like they know, there is nothing anybody is doing in this company that I don't know how to do. Do you understand me? There is nothing. Why? Because I did not skip the processes. I started it. I was driver. I was officer, this, video editor, this one. So now, if I am not in Nigeria and somebody is complaining of something, I know, hey, just go and touch there, it will work. Do you see how these things work? So, discipline gives you clarity. You know where you're going, And please, if you have identified where you're going, don't allow anybody to push you away from where you're going. Does that make sense? Number 2, self-control. Ability to resist distractions. Ability to resist distractions. Temptations and instant gratifications. Let me explain this thing. I was a young boy as at 2019, 2020. My salary was 18,000 naira. I got a job where they are supposed to pay me 480,000 naira. 2 weeks in and 2 weeks out. I rejected that instant enjoyment. I rejected it. I said, no, this thing will tie me down. This thing will not make me to be who I want to become. Some of us want it now. I even see one temptation now, some of you will even fall. Look at a temptation. Temptation is, please, okay, how many of you have decided to do real estate fully? Raise up your hand. I want to see you. You have decided that it is real estate you want to do. Or you just came. Now look at the temptation. Look at the temptation. Now you are struggling to sell, right? You are selling small. Some months you won't sell, some 2 months you won't sell. Now look at how the temptation comes. Somebody now comes to this man and tell him, oh boy, you get one work waiting for total now, 500K monthly. If this guy is not disciplined, if he does not have a vision, and he does not, sometimes it's even good to have it. Sometimes it's easier to have a vision. But believing in your vision, he might go for that 500K job. 99% of people that raised up their hand here will go for that 500,000 naira job. You will go, right? Because why you will go is because, one, it's either you don't have a vision or you have a vision that you don't believe in. I was earning 18,000 naira. I got a job of 480,000 naira. I said I will not go. Do you know why I said I will not go? Because right from when I was small, I used to dream that I am sitting in a very big office with a white tie and suit. So this total job will make me not to have that effigy. So I rather leave it and continue to chase what I'm chasing than to go there and tie down. Have you ever seen somebody get job in companies like Shell and Total and resign? Because you might say, I will resign, but it's impossible to resign. It's almost difficult to resign. Once you don't enter, you don't enter. How the system is designed, how those systems are designed, I don't know. Maybe when you are going back for 2 weeks, they give you snare, Milo, make, they pack all those things. And do you understand what I'm saying? It's difficult for you to hear that I just resigned from Total. It's hard. So which means once you enter, everything has been forfeited. Discipline is what will make you to reject that job and say, I have decided to do real estate, though it's not going well now, but it will go well soon. Discipline gives you clarity. Discipline helps you to have self-control. 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 You won't believe that as I am like this, there are so many things that I don't do. There are so many things that I don't do. I'm going to list some of them for you now. I don't smoke. I don't drink beer. I don't watch football. I don't play Bet Naija or anything that has to do with betting. These are things that are common among youths. Like, I have a friend. He's a CEO of a very big real estate company in Port Harcourt here. You know the company. But once he is with his phone like this, he is in a bet Is there anything like bed fuse? Yes. Okay, you will see bed fuse logo. This guy can stake up to 8 million naira today. He's a CEO of a real estate company in Port Harcourt. He's addicted to it. Like, the way it works is that if there is a game that he is so sure of playing and there is no money to play it, they will do slash on their properties. If he's selling for 4 million naira, he can just tell the business manager, reduce that thing to 2 million naira. It's not a joking matter. You know, everybody have what they call vices. Do you know everybody have what they call vices? Everybody have a vice. I have a vice. My vice is that I'm addicted to business. And sometimes they say it's not good. Because I don't have time for myself where I go for flexing and enjoy myself. I don't have it. So it's not good for somebody to be addicted to something like business. Every time I'm thinking of what to do, how to do it. You understand? Some people have vices. Some people's vices is smoking. Some people's vices is alcohol. Some people's vices is betting. There are some people, if today pass, they don't play bet. That day is not complete. So I knew where I was going. When I was small, I'll be like, I want to sit with suit and tie. How will I now be sitting with suit and tie? I will have visitors and I'll be smoking. No, it's better I don't start this thing. Because will you excuse yourself and go to the bathroom after smoking, you come back to the... Are you understanding what... So when you know where you're going, there are so many things you will not start. Because you know it will not complement the future. Because you don't start what you can't finish. Oh. There are things you say, let me start. When I get there, I will just stop it. It becomes difficult to stop. I said I don't want to have big tummy. It made me to avoid beer. I drink wine. And I take spirit sometimes. And you will see me doing that in my parlor. Do you understand me? So, discipline helps you to have self-control. Some of you now, if I ask you, do you drink beer? You say you don't drink beer. But once you go for one event and you are seeing different kind of beer on top of the table, say, man, I knock one today, I beg. It happens, right? It happens. I don't drink beer, but you don't drink beer because you don't want to spare money to buy beer. But not when you are seeing a freebie on top table. Kiakra know what I'm talking about. I bet I just drink this one. I know they drink beer, I just drink this one. So discipline gives you self-control. Self-control. Number three, principle of discipline is commitment and consistency. Commitment and consistency. Discipline requires unwavering commitment to daily habits and routine, even when motivation fades. Even when motivation fades. Discipline. Consistency is that you say, it is real estate I want to do now. It's working, you are there. It's not working, you are there. You are there. You are there. Doing it over and over. Over and over. Over and over. Over and over. And not doing it over and over, same pattern. No? Like looking out for better. Like that's why you're here, to do it better. To what am I not? Okay, this one I applied this strategy. It didn't work. Okay, let me do it this way. Do you understand what I'm saying? Discipline breeds consistency. All of us here are young. This is the right time for us to choose what we want to do with our life and stay with it. Because in the next 10 years, some of us will not be able to do some of the things that we can do now. Like if your mind is telling you to go and do mechanic, in the next 10, 20 years, for some of us, we will not be able to go and bow down to learn again.